Hi guys, welcome to another video. This is Prab and I already know that this video is going to resonate with a lot of you all. Many of us often find ourselves giving in to our mind. I don't say that we do it, our mind does this. It gives us these automated thoughts which turn into beliefs which we then keep on repeating about ourselves. For example, I could never talk on a stage, or I'm just so shy, or I have social anxiety, for example, or I feel very uncomfortable talking to the camera, so on. It's actually not wrong to feel these things, but what is not right is accepting these things as truths about yourself. You are lying to yourself. I'll tell you my story. Imagine if a person like me, like I never felt like I fit in anywhere. I had this deep belief ingrained in me that I wasn't super interesting and that whatever I had to say like wasn't valuable enough, or like people weren't interested enough. Like I dealt with a lot of self-doubt which I wasn't even consciously aware at that time. I accepted that that's just how I was. I literally thought of myself, I was extremely socially anxious. I sometimes unintentionally offended a lot of people because I wouldn't, actively socialize with them. They may have formed, different opinions about me, but if I tell you my perspective, I literally felt frozen whenever I had to like socialize for too long, or just when I wasn't feeling my best. And sometimes I couldn't even like pinpoint what I was feeling or why I didn't want to socialize. It wasn't about people, it wasn't about the situation. It was all to do with my internal world and how I was feeling on the inside, which I could not put into words exactly, but it was just this discomfort that I felt, and I just wanted to isolate myself constantly. So that was a pattern that I noticed in my life for so long, until I actually, started learning more about myself, started working on myself. I was shook when I, and started understanding that that was not even who I was. This current state of mind that I'm speaking from, this smile, this glow, this happiness, this has literally nothing to do with the external circumstances. It's when you're able to express yourself exactly as you are and say whatever comes to your mind without any filters, without trying to hope for a certain kind of acceptance, or without caring if it is misunderstood or does not resonate with a certain group of people. Like there is no attachment whatsoever to the way that you are expressing yourself. When you fully accept who you are, you understand that not everybody is going to like what you have to say, and that's absolutely okay. I'm going to let you in on a little secret. Nobody, literally nobody on this earth, no human being is shy. It's a big lie that you are telling yourself, because you are unconsciously trying to avoid doing hard things, difficult things, uncomfortable things, because those are the very things that are going to help you level up and become the person that you were actually meant to become. I don't know a lot of people in my life that are not ambitious, that don't want to do big things, that do not have big dreams, people who don't want to earn a, shitload of money and have, travel around the world or whatever. Like everyone has dreams. But let me tell you, if you are that person and you are deep down aware that you have the potential, but you see yourself settling in mediocrity and just a stable, safe life, then this is exactly for you. You need to stop hiding behind this mask of comfort and security. Real growth lies beyond the discomfort. You have to face this discomfort, whatever way it manifests for you in your life. You could even be in a very public facing profession and you could still deep down have these issues needing to be addressed. You could still have subconscious fears of success, of being fully seen, of being fully authentic, expressing your truth as it is, because unconsciously we are somewhere afraid of being judged and afraid of certain people's opinions. Sometimes it's just our mind using those people as excuses to stay comfortable in that zone so you don't have to face the discomfort. It's literally you holding yourself back. It's called the fear of being seen. In my childhood, I would not say I was actively restricted from doing things or expressing myself, but I witnessed some other like chaos, neglect, and emotional unavailability in other forms. What we are talking about here goes deeper than that. It's whether you were allowed to be able to express your emotions, your raw emotions, your anger, your likes and dislikes, your preferences, being able to say no. I don't think a lot of us were allowed that kind of freedom when we were little. We had to kind of perform for it. We had to kind of earn it by being the good child, the good girl, or the good boy, right? And that programming is what kind of suppressed this authentic self, this natural, how some kids are naturally so confident and then they throw around tantrums, and their parents kind of allow that. That's actually healthy in some, to some extent, because depending on the context. But the point I'm trying to make here is, we were not treated as individuals, we were not treated as a person with preferences. We were kind of treated as extensions of our parents. So that really has a huge impact. That kind of forms your personality then, and then you start believing that to be true about yourself. When you feared making people around you unhappy, what do? You just hide, you suppress, you flee, you feel like you are not accepted. That subconscious programming is what engraves within us this fear of being seen. Consciously we want to be successful, some of us want to be famous, and we sometimes do see and know that we are capable of doing those things. But at the same time we struggle with taking action. We find ourselves sometimes sabotaging the very opportunities that we come across, and sometimes not being able to attract those opportunities at all. You are not shy, it's just your fear of being seen, which is basically an inability to be able to express yourself authentically, expressing your needs, wants, preferences without any fear or discomfort or of being rejected or judged any other way. This fear of being seen, which is actually just your subconscious pattern and not your identity, often shows up like social anxiety, where you are just isolating yourself, making excuses to not see people, but not seeing beneath the surface, because it's always deeper than that. Every individual, if they tried to understand, put some efforts to realize their own self-worth, you can literally do whatever you put your mind to. Get out of this comfort zone. Fear of being seen also shows up as perfectionism, when we often unconsciously hold ourselves back from creating that imperfect art, creating that imperfect first video, creating that first product for your business. We often justify this inaction through excuses, like it could be anything. You're staying stuck in a job that does not even like serve you, and you know that it is not your dream job, you don't see yourself in that for the next 10-20 years, but you're still staying there just out of safety, because you are not making the choice to overcome this discomfort. But what it really is that we are afraid of being seen trying. We are afraid of failure. Failing because you're trying something new and different is better than failing because you never tried. And you can't make your 100th video if you won't make your first one. Get over yourself. Start now. Another way your fear of being seen shows up is in your emotional world, where you do not express yourself exactly as you are. You will often hide, deflect, use unhealthy coping mechanisms, not be your true self, or not express your actual real needs. Some people would have difficulty taking accountability for their actions. They have difficulty expressing their needs because they are afraid of losing connections. In those kind of cases, what it really is your fear of being seen truly and being held for who you truly are. We are actually just afraid of our own selves. The moment that you realize that and you start showing up and you start practicing vulnerability, honesty, a lot of things in your life start improving. You often find yourself sabotaging a lot of opportunities in your life because of this fear of being seen, of this perceived negative limiting belief about yourself. Just because you have not addressed these unconscious beliefs about yourself, you will find yourself sabotaging, often missing out on a life that was truly meant for you. So I'm going to share some important things from my own experience and from what I learned from other people, how to go about healing this fear of being seen. Start with telling yourself what I just shared in this video. You are actually not shy. It's just some crap in your mind that you believe about yourself, which is not true. Then why do I feel all of these feelings and all of this discomfort? This is just your unhealthy coping mechanisms, the way you used to cope in the past or when you were a child. So first step to healing anything is to acknowledge those things. So when you acknowledge things, the healing has kind of begun. When you start understanding things deeper than what appears on the surface. If you don't want your dream life, if you want to lose out on things that you feel deep in your soul that you deserve, then by all means, keep being shy, keep hiding, keep losing the opportunities that will actually help you become your true self. If not, then keep listening. You actually have all the confidence, all the self-belief, all the good things that you dream of, all within you right this moment. Okay, so this is not specific to the people who want to do some work related to speaking to a camera or public speaking or anything like that. These things are natural. Like, if you work on the things that I'm mentioning, they will naturally make you a confident person without necessarily having to talk to a camera. If that's not your thing, that's fine, you don't have to do it. But you know what, a truly confident person, if they're going about their day randomly, if someone points a camera to their face, they would literally be okay to talk. They won't feel fear or discomfort. It's about becoming a naturally confident and authentic person. Start speaking confidently in the mirror. Start identifying your needs and wants. Develop a sense of self. For example, when some people, when they're with other people, they don't really have any preference. They're just like, oh, I'm not fussy. I'll just eat whatever you'll eat. I'll just get whatever you'll get, whatever you like. If you're asked to pick a movie, you don't really know, you don't have any favorites, you don't know, you just go with what other people want to do, you have no preferences. So start identifying, understanding what your needs and wants and preferences are in life. It's very important to know yourself. So start spending a lot of alone time with yourself. Like, literally write down each thing that you like, everything that you don't like, what pisses you off about people, and start investing your time more into things that actually light you up, make you feel more like yourself, make you feel comfortable. Start spending time with people who bring out the best in you. These are the little things that you use to show respect to yourself. Your mind registers these things as being very respectful towards yourself. That's what then mirrors on the outside. Like, people respect people who respect themselves. Talking specifically about talking to a camera, about 2 years ago, I was like really, really uncomfortable speaking to a camera, and the things that came to my mind were, what would people think about me? How would they take it? Some of them would think I'm mad, or like I'll just embarrass myself. These were literally my thoughts, I'm being honest. And sometimes I would post videos and then delete them later and then repost them. I went through that process for some time. What I was doing in that process was, without realizing, that I was actually overcoming my fear of being seen, uncovering my real authentic self, who was actually not shy and who was actually not even like a little bit uncomfortable speaking to a camera as I am right now. The discomfort that you feel just before doing anything that you really want to do, like, there's this push. Just know that it is your soul pushing you to do this thing, and this discomfort is like a mountain that you have to climb. You don't give yourself another choice. What you can do to help yourself through the process is, though, you can break it down into smaller tasks. You don't have to like climb the whole mountain. in a day. For example, you want to create YouTube videos, you start with Instagram, or you start with posting small 10-second stories where you're talking about a random thing from your day, or you went to this event, you start creating small vlogs or whatever, little things that are meaningful to you. The paralyzing fear and discomfort and all these negative thoughts that you get right before you're about to post something or record something, you have to have this mindset that not everybody is focusing on what you are doing, and it is true as well. Our mind tricks us into being overly obsessed with our own selves in a very negative way, where you're just so obsessed with yourself, it is actually you judging yourself through other people. Whatever you think about yourself, however you see your actions, is what's going to reflect on the outside. Everyone is you pushed out. Your whole reality is your mirror of how you see yourself. So what you have to work in improving how you see yourself. You have to learn to forgive yourself. You have to learn to be kind and patient with yourself. So if you're trying something new, be patient with yourself. Allow yourself to fail, okay, multiple times if needed. You are actually leveling up every single time, even if you're failing in something new, something that you've never done before. You are literally leveling up as you're failing, even if you're failing. And the mindset at that time should be, you should feel proud of yourself for trying something new, for getting out of your comfort zone, and that's it. If your mind starts to create scenarios and tries to, meditation will really help a lot in controlling your mind and your thoughts, and learning to detach from your thoughts. That helps in every situation, learning to take control of your mind. So it's not about creating things when you feel ready or you feel comfortable. It's about creating even when you feel uncomfortable and you feel not fully ready for something. Being ready is always a decision. You literally have to just decide one random day that, okay, whatever it takes, I'm ready to do whatever it takes. And then you just go and do it. That's just what it is. And then whatever discomfort you feel, whatever ups and downs you go through, they're meant for your growth. You just go through them, and that's the only way you can grow and you can become your higher self. At the end, I just really want to say this truth that I really live by. We are all here for a purpose. We are all here for a really good reason. So whoever is watching this video, if you can feel me right now, you are so important. I hope you realize this deep in your core. Okay? We are all here for a purpose, and this journey of life, it's for us to be able to find that purpose and then live it. And we only have this one life. We are not here to just fall in love, have kids, make a lot of money, travel. We are not here just for those things. Those things are literally just a cherry on the cake, because when you are living your life purpose, God wants you to have anything that you want. Those were just some examples that are very common to many of us. God wants you to have everything that you want. You have to take in these beliefs and you have to start living by these beliefs. You have to ease this anxiety that you get every time you're trying to do something difficult. Tell yourself that, take it as an opportunity. God wants you to have all the things that you want. God wants to support you. Universe wants to help you. Otherwise, you wouldn't be here solving all these challenges and problems in life. Coming from being an extremely shy girl and, often misunderstood, and now I say it this way, it was me who felt misunderstood. People have no role in this. It's literally you. So coming from someone who was so shy and who often didn't really fit in, you are not here to impress people. You are not here to earn anyone's approval. You are not here to frame things in a way to get a certain response from someone, and doing these things on autopilot without realizing that you are literally living for other people's validation. That's not what you are here for. You are way more powerful than that. You are way more than that. And you are the only one who can realize your own worth. Nobody outside of you, no matter how much they love you or care for you, can do that work for you. So you have to take responsibility for yourself. Stop labeling yourself as anything. You are not shy, you are not even super confident, free yourself from any positive or negative labels. Just be you, uniquely and authentically you. You are just you, okay? There is nobody else like you, and there never will be another you. Do not waste this life. I hope this helps.